We never know what's happening for other people in their lives. We can't tell through people's eyes the storms that are happening. I talk about this and how we can be more compassionate.
This is how legends are made.
So in today's episode, I wanted to just maybe not give direct advice, but I just wanted to share something that would be useful, something to remind ourselves about. And this is no, so it's not, we don't have a problem to solve here. It's not direct kind of techniques or tips or advice, but it's something to invite you to consider in the same way I invite it for myself. And it is that we aren't able or can't see the storm behind people's eyes. What do I mean by that? I just had so many instances recently, either through conversation or interactions, that just highlight that we never really understand what's happening for someone in their lives behind what they're showing us. You may have more normal interactions, you may see people on trains, tubes or buses acting in a certain way, but we can never really gauge the depth of the storms they're facing in their lives. And sometimes the storms are far more difficult than we realise. Sometimes they are very powerful and challenging. And I really wanted to share this, I think, as a reminder for all of us, that we only see the external side of people. And sometimes they let us in, understand a bit more what's going on behind the scenes. It can be that, you drive through a neighbourhood, see houses and cars, and you believe that those things that people have means they're all happy, that they're all satisfied with their lives, that they aren't facing any troubles or difficulties. But I think we all face turbulence in some form, and it's important to recognise that people won't show you those things. They won't offer you those things to understand about them because they are coping with them in their own way. And I think it's understanding that people are coping with more things than they can possibly explain or want to explain to you. And I share that not in the way to say, well, you must think about these things when you talk to anyone and everyone, but I think what I'm drawing from this is that if nothing at all, we need to be mindful that the external doesn't represent the internal, doesn't represent all that's going on behind the scenes. And this can be in so many different ways understood. I mean, you can take, for example, a simple thing going on Instagram. You can take the idea that people have a perfect shot of a perfect family, but we don't know what's happening behind the scenes. And there may be disruptions, maybe things aren't working out as well as the picture would offer to you. Or as I say, maybe you're walking down a neighbourhood and you see, people who seem to have some more financial security than you do, and maybe they do, but they may have a number of troubles or issues they're coping with as well. And I think that kind of also rolls into my own conversations I had with some of the work I've done with children about their own perception of reality, about how they're seeing or how they believe they're being seen by other people, and how they believe other people are maybe happier or more satisfied with their lives than they are. I just want to leave this particular hopeful nugget there, is remind yourself that we don't see all the storms in people's lives just through their eyes. We need to be mindful that we don't know what's going on for the people. They could be hanging on to a whole host of challenges that are deeply upsetting and causing emotional turmoil, and they're just simply hanging on to the reins. You just don't know. So listen to this, enjoy it, give it some consideration. If you'd like it, please hit the like button. We'd really appreciate it, and head over to YouTube to subscribe to the channel. I hope you're doing wonderfully well wherever you are, and I'll catch you next time.
This is how legends are made.